Good morning and welcome to the Moopsyverse for May the 28th, 2025. Hang on a second, let me hit the magic button here and talk to Chris. Morning, Chris.
Morning.
Good afternoon, Chris.
Yeah. Technically, it just has turned to be afternoon.
Well, it is. It's afternoon by like a whole minute.
Yeah.
hmm Um, yep. Yesterday was Chris's birthday, Lexers, so I have to go up and come up with something new to put up on the messages today. I'll figure out something. Lexers was talking about the fact that he would like to merge accounts and says, quote, you likely have a better relationship with Pharaoh Saru, not sure who else is of their community, and could you make them such a suggestion? I can make the suggestion, but it's not going to happen. And there's a lot going on, but merging accounts is a almost impossible thing to do. You'd think it'd be easy, it's not.
And I think the game has been designed to treat them as separate entities,
Yeah,
so they're not mergeable in any capacity.
yeah, they're not. Unfortunate, but true. So if you're like me and you have 4 accounts of my own and I'm nannying 3 accounts, God, I'm so tired of things. Um, yeah, it would be really
Don't
great if
blame
I
you.
could merge all of Ed's stuff into mine, but I can't. And I talked with Kel and customer service about this after going through the whole thing about Ed passing. And okay, technically, could it be done? Yes, you'd have to rewrite a lot of stuff to do it. It's
Yeah.
easier to recreate everything and transfer everything over that's transferable, but that means everything that's bound to character isn't going to happen. Everything that's bound to account isn't going to happen. So it's just the non-bound stuff. So, Grin and Barrett, if you will. Let's get rid of some stuff here. I was running the event on the Nanny Tunes this morning, so I don't have to deal with that later today. Yay! Let's clean up a few things here.
Ooh.
Yeah, that's
Pardon
how
me,
I
but
feel.
I'm just um, I just sat too long a little bit last night.
I got up.
I went to bed around morning, so I just set myself for a wake-up call earlier than yesterday because I just don't want to have Fluffer wait for too long for his walk. So he always has the same intervals, more or less.
Yeah, yeah.
Um, yeah.
Le-
And kind
Lectures
of,
on a lot of levels you could do it. The reality is they're not going to spend the time and money to try and figure out how to do it because it's not going to be easy or cheap. And can't speak for anybody else, but I'm not spending the money. Let's see. No,
spending money on what?
to figure out how to merge accounts. They're just not going to do that.
Nah, nah, I don't even know they have creatively enough knowledge about the quirks and the entrails of the
Oops.
engine to be able to even begin to think about that. Nah. Like,
Yeah.
there's a lot of probably, like, old code that is embedded into the basis of the engine that is just not easy to edit without ruining the entire basis of the game.
Yeah,
Like,
I just don't know how they would do it. It's. I mean, okay, if it was just the accounting side, that would be one thing. It's not. That's the problem. It's so much more than
yeah,
that.
there's a lot of stuff like stuff that you've unlocked through endeavors, through missions, through events,
Mm-hmm.
through purchases. If you open the single gamble box, there might be like individual like statistics that are trait like maybe somehow are still in the background that are like affecting how your account is interacting with those things. It's
Yeah.
just like nah.
I don't know if you can hear that. My dogs just heard something and went torquing out the back door. Ruff, ruff, ruff,
Nope,
ruff, ruff, engaged.
couldn't hear a thing.
It's a Taz. Good morning, Taz.
Good morning.
Good
Wow, he
morning.
woke up this
It's
morning.
afternoon. I'm sure he's been awake.
I've been awake.
See, he's been awake.
Well, with Taz, you never know.
That's true, though he's been a lot closer to normal sleep schedule lately.
Yeah, I was gonna say, did you reset your biological clock or something?
I'm trying to.
What?
I'm trying to, but
Oh,
usually I
okay.
just manage to keep 1 or 2 days of normal and then I
And then
pass
you
by it again.
relapse.
I'm trying to get
Oh
a little
boy.
more sleep this week because doing all this cleaning is amazingly challenging. So, Lexers, what happened that you had all that smoke smell yesterday?
Someone burn a toast?
Uh,
I mean, if you burn a toaster.
I was at work back in Chicago one day, and you could smell the smoke. There was no haze, but you could smell something was on fire. And people were calling the police department and the fire department. And finally, they figured out it was the Canadian the forest wildfires that were going on, and the smell was so intense it was actually carrying all the way down to Chicago and further south.
No. Well, that's.
Ooh, they
Well,
couldn't figure.
that
Yeah.
sucks.
Lexer says they couldn't figure out where his smoke smell was coming from. That's not good. Hey, if it ever smells like fish, if the smoky smell smells like fish, I'm told that's a sign of an electrical fire.
What?
Yeah, something in the insulation around most electrical cords. When it starts to burn, it gets this weird smoke, fishy smell. Isn't that interesting? I don't know that that's true, but I've heard it from so many people that there's a possibility. Let's see. No, it wasn't Mrs. O'Leary's cow. Please do not blame Mrs. O'Leary. Poor Mrs. O'Leary. Hi there, girls. Girls have come to join me. Probably like a vicious bunny rabbit or something outside. Well, would anybody like to do some spacey pew pew this morning? Of any sort?
I'd like to do the event.
Yeah, I need to do the event too. Taz, you up for a little event?
Uh, 6 hours until mine is ready, so I'm gonna take advantage and go to the shop and buy some stuff and
Oh
come back.
no, you're going to have a practical life. How dare you? No, no
Oh
worries.
my god, gross.
Could you do my
Gross.
groceries while I'm there? While you're there? Uh,
Yeah, I can do mine as well. I dread going to the store.
The
I
sending fee.
I just need a couple cases of water. That's it. Easy one today. Uh, I have class tonight, weather permitting, and it looks like it's a gorgeous day, so probably not going to have a show tomorrow. But be back hopefully on Friday. We will see. Then again, if I get home as late as I got home the last time I went to class, it's easier to just stay up and sleep later.
Oh god.
See, the
Now
handy.
there's this
Uh,
page.
yeah,
Sorry, you were saying.
go ahead. No, no, go ahead. I'll read this later.
So there's this page on Twitter. I'll refuse to call it Dex. Cause sounds like a porn site. Which is dealing with just interiors. Just ideas. I like to see stuff like that because sometimes I play around in editors and games to set up stuff like that. And I recently just acquired a game on Steam that's in early access, but it allows you to furnish and decorate an interior from grounds up, and
Mm-hmm.
it's stunning. It's so entertaining. It's completely new. It came out literally yesterday. So it was like I took it as my birthday gift for myself.
Mm-hmm.
So I got it. And I just absolutely love it. But I am just puzzled by the concept of skyscrapers in the U.S. Because
Why?
there are apartment skyscrapers, right? But they
Yeah,
have
sure.
apartments even at the highest levels, and aside from the fact that those buildings are mostly moving, like you can hear
Yeah.
them squeak and crunch and squeak, and you can sometimes even feel with a bigger wind that they are like moving. How do you have privacy in a bathroom that has nothing but windows from wall to wall
Well, you can
that
put
show
up drapes, if you so want, or shades, or um, you can polarize the glass too with the touch of a button for a lot of them if you want to.
polarized? What's that?
You touch a button, it sends a mild electrical current through the glass, and it basically makes it opaque. It's really cool stuff.
So you can't see from the outside what's inside, but you can still from the outside see what's.
That's up to you.
Sorry,
You
you
can
can see
have it
from the
one
in.
way, or you can just have it opaque it
Oh,
if you
because
want to.
I'm
It's
looking at
expensive, but you could do
I'm
it.
looking at that. I'm gonna send you that in DM so you know what I'm talking about. I'm like, I would feel watched all the time. Like, I'm sorry, but I would see myself in constant supervision. I would never leave the bathtub. Like, I'm sorry, but the street view is. I mean, I hate skyscrapers, and I would die having nothing but steel and concrete outside and glass outside. Like, that's the only view I get. I need trees. But like outside of the lack of trees outside because it's New York Vista, but like why? No, someone could have like a scope or something and just watch me. And like,
Well,
yeah.
okay, in this image that you just sent to me, yeah, you can see everything, but short of having binoculars, they're not going to be able to see in too easily. And a lot of the buildings, I'm trying to find a good example, the glass is slightly colored. Chicago is a great example. There's a couple buildings where the glass is either slightly blue or slightly green, making it really difficult to look in, but very easy to look out.
So kind of like a Venetian mirror, or whatever you called it.
It's tinted. Just like in a car, you can see out through tinted glass, but you can't see in through or too well.
Alright.
It's the same
Well, I guess.
concept. But for my boss's place, they live in a penthouse on Lakeshore Drive for their Chicago home. And, we've discussed it, but they look out over the lake, meaning you'd have to be in an airplane to look into it or a helicopter because there's nothing in their line of sight except a lake. But of course, they pay an absolute fortune to have a lake view. On some of the interior ones, you're looking directly across into your neighbor's apartment. So that's where shades, drapes, tinted glass,
Mm,
polarized glass, all those things come in.
I suppose so. Oh, good. We have. Oh, no, that's on console. Never mind.
Or you could just be an exhibitionist and hope that your neighbors are voyeurs. Could work out.
Uh,
I will tell you, though, there is it's not the Trump Tower, but across the street from the Trump Towers in Chicago, actually across the river from it, there would be people staying at the hotels there who would parade about in the altogether, we shall say, and dance in the windows.
okay.
And a friend was staying at, I think, at the Trump Tower, the one next to it, and was just watching this guy. He was clearly there on business. And watched this guy and just realized he was strutting his stuff and ran into him at a convention the next day.
Oh my god.
Wow.
Hi there, I saw your pee-pee. What the hell?
Pretty much he goes, "Ew, I saw you last night." "Oh, where? You were dancing in your window." "Oh."
Oh, oh, that's painful.
I thought that was great. Okay, let me
I
hit
would
this.
embarrass. I would be so
Oh, I
embarrassed.
would die. Yeah, that would be
I would
so
have to be
embarrassing.
swallowed by the earth and never reemerge.
I see Cliff is in game, but he's not here. That's okay. We can always do pew pew again. I'm gonna queue us up for a little pew pew, just to get it. Go get some sleep, Lexers.
I'm
Weeble?
yawning like crazy. I wouldn't
Oh,
mind a sleep.
there's Cliff
We
the
were,
Rebel
yeah.
Droid. Cliff, have you done your daily yet? And if not, we can requeue, because I've got to
The
do it in more
rebel
than one tune.
droid?
Woohoo!
What is this?
Something happened, and he became the Rebel Droid yesterday. Day before yesterday. Last time we saw him. Oh, all done. Good. No problems. Let's see, I have Restore Shields, D1, Arthropods, and Harvest Materials in space. Oh, joy.
Well, I've got some interesting stuff. Dreadnoughts. 5 of them.
No, we are not queuing to look at that guy's pee-pee. No, no, nobody. Nope, 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 nope. Just not doing that.
Which guy?
The guy who's
What?
standing in the Trump Tower at the hotel. I'm going to say it was a Marriott just to give it a name, though I don't remember. Those hotels change ownership so often. the girls got me up at 4 and I was going to come up and do all of the endeavors, and then I realized, hold on, maybe I can get some of my, the events, and maybe if I had waited I could get the endeavors done with it. Yes. That was my thought. Harvesting stuff from sector map doesn't count as space harvests. What do you mean? First of all, how often are there materials in the sector map?
Harvesting stuff in sector map? Is that even a thing?
Yeah, I'm trying to think when that happens.
I always go to a system.
Yeah, I do too, but I'm trying to think, where's their sector map that's got stuff?
I don't think the alpha beta quadrant has gamma quadrant. What is that sound? Is Taz like walking?
Yeah,
I don't know.
I'm outside walking.
Oh,
Sorry.
yay!
You took us with you. Okay.
Ooh! Mobile
What the
Moopsy.
hell? I do have a fan above me, but it's a ceiling fan. They don't make that much wind. Go into the microphones. Like, what the hell is that? But anyway, Taz is coming up on here.
Lexer says, sometimes you bump into comets, wrecks, asteroids, and sector maps. I don't think I've ever done that.
I've never bumped into one, and I used to sit in sector space quite a lot. I don't think I ever run into a comet,
Yeah.
a wreck, or an asteroid. Are we talking about this in game?
Maybe. I just don't know that that's happened. This is such an uninteresting bunch of dailies. I'm going to leave the team here.
Well, I got 2 dreadnoughts out of this one.
Oh, that's
I need
good.
3 more.
I'm going to switch to a
And I
different
have the
one.
courage UFOs.
I'll grab Peter Porker. Stelli's going to go get coffee, so we will reinvite her when she gets back from Coffeelandia. What have I got here? Tyrann's on the grounds and Kathy ships. Pardon?
Long live mustache.
Long live mustache. Okay.
Yeah.
I don't think Mom can share the sentiment.
Right.
My mustache just barred a bug from flying into my mouth.
Well, I can't say I can empathize, but okay. Can hope I can't empathize. Let's see, do I have any more torpedoes on this one? Oh, I've got some mines. Okay, there we go. Good, now I've got spacey stuff I can do. I can also take out my own messages.
Meanwhile, my phone contract is coming to an end, and I need to do something about that.
Your
What is
phone
this?
contract?
Yeah, my phone contract. Yeah, you know, you got your mobile phone, right? Yeah, but you have a contract for it. I mean,
Yeah,
it
but-
can prolong itself automatically, but I'm not gonna get any discounts for anything, and I'm gonna lose half of
Oh,
the promotion.
you bought subscription with your phone, so you got that discount, right?
I don't know if it's a,
Cliff, I
if it's
sent you an
called
invitation.
subscription. It's just a plan. You know,
If
certain
you
amount
just
of
got the
internet per
plan,
month.
there usually ain't expiration date on plans.
Yeah.
But if you buy a plan with a phone, you usually get the phone cheaper. And that has an expiration date.
Everything has an expiration
Well,
date.
yeah, last contract I took was without the phone because I was reluctant to change my phone because I was very happy with it and it didn't need swapping up. But it
Yeah.
started acting out this year. I think it's because it's been running for 6 years now.
Night night, Lexers. Take care.
Imagine having a mobile phone that lasted for 6 years these days. But it was a very good model. It still works
Actually, mine's
fine most of the days.
mine's at 5 years on this one.
Yeah, I mean, I usually tend to like keep them like. I care for my stuff. I don't let it fall down to the ground. I don't let it fall to the floor. I don't knock it around. It usually is in a good condition.
I will
And
tell
this
you,
one has been,
my son
but
bought phones for me, my husband, and himself, and a phone plan for all of us. And my phone lasted just fine. My husband's phone, he almost never used it, so of course it was fine. And after he passed, and I'm out here in Indy taking care of the dogs on my own every day, the phone would drop almost every single day. I'd drop it on the cement, drop it on the bricks, drop it on the rocks, blah,
ouchies.
blah, blah. No problems. Never cracked, no issues. One day the dogs took off after a rabbit and pulled me down into some mud. Phone screen shattered. In mud.
Ouchies.
So, took it into the shop and they're like, well, you still have your husband's phone. Yeah, well, we'll just switch it over there and then you don't have to buy a new phone. Oh, okay. We'll do it that way.
Yeah.
So yeah,
The
his.
thing is,
Go ahead.
the thing is the line of phones that I would like to continue with kind of died thanks to Donald Trump,
Ugh.
because he killed off contracts with Chinese manufacturers for Google. They're no longer allowed to like support phones, and like they use the base version of Google Android, the very basic one,
Mm-hmm.
but they can't get any security updates from Google. So Android is kind of dead on those phones. So they had to come up with their own software, which is a very locked system. I mean, they're trying to like circumvent and go around it, but
Doesn't
clearly
sound
there was
optimal.
some. No, it's not optimal because a lot of applications will just not work. So obviously I have to now, because I used to have Huawei's. 'Cause I thought they
Like,
were absolutely brilliant phones. They lasted for as long as they could. Problemless. They had a very good UI that Huawei created for them, but and mine has lasted literally for like 6 years without a hitch. It's only this year that I started noticing that it's kind of coughing, like literally
Mm-hmm.
just thinking a little bit too long. And I told you to close this app. You clearly have a problem, struggle with it. Sometimes an app closes without any reason, and it's been a while. And it's been a while since I got a security update on it, so even from a security standpoint, I just don't feel quite comfy with that anymore. Even if like the phone is working mostly fine. The problem is there isn't much on the market these days that is comparable to that phone that I used to have.
I'm
It,
waiting
it's
for Google Pixel 10 to come out.
Yeah, thing is, I hate Google itself. I'm not gonna give them money for their own manufactured phones. I just don't like Google's policies overall. If I want to get a phone, I know heard a lot of praise about Google Pixels, but I don't know. They put me a bit
I'm
on
getting a Google
edge.
Pixel because I don't want any
So Talia, are you back
offloaded
yet?
software anymore. So if I get a Google Pixel, it will only have Google software and nothing else. And that
Turns
makes me
out
happy.
something else is actually better than you think, at least in my experience. Oh great, the one I wanted is not available. Big.
I just looked at what my phone is, and it's like $1,000 phone. Yeesh. Thank
Your
goodness.
phone, the one that you currently use?
Yeah. And it was one of
Oh.
those they'd throw it in with the package for like $3 a month. And my son's picking up the charges for all of our phones because that's his contribution to the world. I appreciate it.
That's notable.
Yeah, it is. He's great. Very great kid. So Talia, are you back?
That's a testament to the parents, I think I'd say.
Well, I can't
Um,
take credit. He's a great kid on his own. I just gave birth to him. He gets all the credit for everything else in his life.
well, he didn't raise himself.
Yeah, he's a good kid. He's a good kid. We'll just go that way. He's an awesome kid. He's an awesome kid. He's almost 40. What am I saying?
I mean, same. I'm almost 40 myself. I don't care. I mean, everyone's just like, "Oh my God, you're getting to the four number at the front." I'm like, the four digit, and I mean digit four in front, like, and I'm like, yeah, and like, what does that change? I'm a millennial. I will always be 15 years old of age in in my head. Like, what do you want from me? I'm always like asking myself, what the hell am I doing? What's this adulthood? Like, what?
Yeah. Yeah, one of my friends was sending me a message yesterday saying adulting is expensive and I want a refund.
Yeah, I want a refund. I want to return. I
Yeah,
want to return adulthood to the manufacturer, and I
yeah,
want a
exactly,
refund for it.
exactly. It's always something. Yesterday just yesterday was cheap. I only had to buy groceries. That wasn't bad. Today I have to go get gardening tools. I'm really lucky though. My neighbors were tossing out some old bookshelves, big sign on them, free to good home. I'm like, I'll go get those. And then another neighbor comes out with this little two-wheeler, so he wheels it down to my house for me rather than my having to carry it. I could have. It's just like great, and painted it, put all my tools and stuff on there, so some of my garage is cleaned up. Gasp. I think a ghost lives here. I wondered why my coffee maker wasn't working. Somehow it was half unplugged. Yep, definitely ghost. Definitely ghost.
Mm. And I wouldn't take you for a spiritual person in terms of believing in ghosts.
Sorry about that.
But what?
It's my sneezing.
I didn't hear anything.
Oh, good. Yay. I'm going to queue us up for gravity kills.
I'm sorry, what?
Syncathy front.
Give me a heart attack there.
Yeah, really.
Don't do that. Terry.
Speaking of horrible
Yeah,
things, let's see. Horrible things. What did we just do? We did... Oh, we have Twin Tribulations coming up today.
Oh, joy.
Well, if you're planning to do it, do it today because people will queue Weeboo.
Planning not on doing it at all. Yes, or we will. Affirmative, Captain.
Doing it
I'm
on
playing it
Fortunes
sometimes
is...
between never and eternity. Sometimes between them.
I like
yeah.
Twin Tribulations because it's just spacey pew pew.
God. No.
But
no,
if you're not
those
running with
stupid...
a team that knows what it's doing, it's hard to win it.
No, thank you. Those stupid things that you need to push with buttons, colored buttons with your ship.
Yeah, that could be one of them.
Like my ships aren't maneuverable like that, so I glide right past them before they expire, and before I get back to them, they're already gone to the next position. I'm like, nope.
So tell it
You
your ship
could
name
just
today is Wednesday, my dudes.
It's a very obvious name, to be honest. I would.
It's a great name.
But,
It's Wednesday.
I mean, it's a great name, but we know it's Wednesday.
Back up.
You're back home?
That was quick.
I think he lives near the store.
Ah. The closest store where I can get groceries is about 2.5, 3 miles. And yes, I can absolutely walk 2.5, 3 miles. I'm just not going to have the energy to actually carry things at that point. And my bicycle gets stolen, so that's not an option.
There you go. Nice exploit. It's a my bomb.
You got it? Where are you going?
The bottom one. The southern one. No, I'm always going from bottom to the top.
Okay. I'm on my way to help you because I am helping.
And I'm outside.
That was quick.
Outside the store.
Ah, you were in the store. Okay, right.
He said he was going shopping.
If everybody went back.
Walking back now.
Yeah. Battleship dead. Just the way I like him.
course, I have Zenkethi ships to kill, but only in the battle zone because, you know, reasons.
You gotta suffer.
Oh wow.
Oh, I got my kinetic damage done finally.
Always good to have that done.
Mhm.
Have you guys heard about Wukong the cat?
Heard of what?
What? Who?
Wukong the cat.
No, don't think so.
Okay.
I'm going to the north one. Maybe. If I can get some speed here and not get shot up so much.
Where are you going?
Me? Going north.
I'm soon walking over the bridge.
Hey, Chosen, how are you doing today? Yay! Satalia says that she just misread the Brontla cruiser as being Boimler's groin. Yeah, definitely need that coffee, dear. What? No boost protecting starbase. My bad. Already did my first daily for the third event on console. So, third event, is that the Tholian one? Event campaign? Yeah, Tholians. That one was annoying. Has anybody got a bomb? Who's first?
Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? I need to see the dread. Oh, there it is. No, that's not a dreadnought, that's a battleship.
Let's see. No, they're starting to release on Tuesdays now for events, not Thursdays like they used to. Thursdays, if they're doing like a Mark's weekend or something, that's tending to start on Thursday or Friday. But events are doing Tuesday to Tuesday more often than not. Apparently I have a bomb. Go figure. I'm apparently not going towards the dreadnought. I have a bomb. But I have a bomb. Beam. Beam, 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 beam. Yay! We destroyed them.
We have defeated Kathy and defended the front with honor.
We won. The dev said the event would start today. That's weird. Okay, the dev said it, or something else
Where did they
started?
say
Well,
that? Because that's nowhere in the STO fan page. For
No,
the
that's on the
PC.
console.
Blue Sky then.
Chosen plays on console, not on PC, so their events are
Yeah,
running.
there is an event starting from today on console, but
Apparently, it
it
started
has nothing to
yesterday.
do with the timetable. Oh, start yesterday, maybe, yeah.
They said the event would start on May the 28th on their website, but it started yesterday. Okay.
Well, what else is new?
Cliff says people
Them
kept
mixing
stealing my
something
bombs.
up. So on, thought off.
Yes, Cliff, I'm good at stealing bombs. Wow. Wow. I can't get used to the fact that it's already light outside versus 2 months ago when it was still pitch black at this time of the day. This
Yeah,
really
and the
weird.
day is long right now.
Yeah,
Like,
it's
it
not
waits
even.
until 7:30 p.m. or something like it before it actually turns out into like
Yeah,
grey, dark. Yeah, it's fun.
8:30
I like
here, and we still have another month
it.
before we're at the longest day. We're at a 14-hour day right now. It's kind of, or 14-hour light period, not day. 14-hour days would be difficult. Well, everything else I've got is like Zinkethi in the battle zone, which I don't suppose we want to go do. What have you guys got that you want / need to do? I wonder if.
Contra.
No, Satelli, we will not get 10 Forward Weekly anymore. They talk about it, but I do not see Counselor Suna as doing that. I mean, right now we're very limited to just the announcements that they make that we don't actually hear about because I think you have to go looking for them. I think she posts on like X or Blue Sky or something.
Yeah, Counselor Suna's on Blue Skies. This
Yeah.
is the only place she's posting as herself. I mean, this is account deliberately created as Counselor Suna, so this isn't someone just
I just
posing as
don't like
that.
to have to go hunt down information when they're supposed to be sharing with us. But hey,
Yeah, they're teasing a ship, which is probably a gamble ship again, because it's no time for the anniversary ship to be announced anywhere, near soon, and they kept us on at the edge of informing us about the anniversary ships until the time for normal anniversary in the past has gone. So I think they're not gonna give us anything soon. I think there's another gamble ship looming on the horizon. Causing explosions, very likely.
Can you look at this?
at what?
What?
What is this passive aggressive thing these two are doing?
I can't say. I don't own a cat for
I have
5 years now. I forgot
no
how they behave.
idea.
They're so lazy. They're just sitting on the opposite end of the street, screaming at each other. What is this?
I don't hear them screaming right now, but maybe it's a conversation you're just interrupting.
They're politicians.
Well, that's my cat.
Oh,
Yeah, the lying down,
Yes.
the lying down one looks like a typical, yeah, like a typical politician. I'm lying down, cherish me.
And that is the screaming kitty. Just came around the corner.
I can't see it,
Hey!
so
Cats are cute by default, but they can be mean shredder devices.
Absolutely.
as Satalia says, so I noticed recently after a TFO it dumps me in the Vulcan
Oh.
sector instead of where I was. Depends on which
I
button
love
you
the
hit.
neighborhood.
Leave map takes you back to where you were. Exit to sector takes you back to assault sector. There's 2 buttons. Just pick carefully. But leave map should always take you back to where you were. I'm not a cat person. I mean, I like cats. Cats are awesome, and I just don't have cats. I have dogs.
Well, I had both for a year and a half, and that was fun.
But I was back in Chicago one night, and 2 in the morning, I hear this horrific howling and screaming of clearly an animal. And I'm like, oh my God, did somebody get hit by a car? So I got up, got dressed, and went looking for the cat that was screaming. Because, oh, finally could not find it. Went back home. My husband's like, yeah, I'm sure it's just in heat. They do that? Oh, yeah.
Yep. Oh my
Oh,
god.
that's horrible.
Absolutely,
That
when
screaming
the screaming
is
starts.
Oh,
the
my.
screaming during the heat in the March, which
Oh.
is like we call them their marching, but like from the month March because this is when it frequently occurs. And it can happen like through the night, and it sometimes sounds like a baby crying.
Mm-hmm.
Really scary. Speaking of fluffy babies, I'm just cuddling my little fluffer, my little fluffer.
Yes, we're also mature with our pets.
I know what you mean. I'm very mature. My baby. This is my baby, my little fluffy, my little munchkin, little cutie. I'm composed now.
Completely mature. Yes, absolutely.
Just had to cuddle this little fluffy, cutie little thing.
So Talia and Cliff, what's on your list of things to do?
I still got dreadnoughts. Hello.
Oh, we have dreadnoughts. Okay. Did I spell Klingons?
Klingons? I don't know what that is. Is that
Yes,
a new
I misspelled
breed of
Klingons as
Klingons?
Klingons, yes. Fine, I'm going to do Hive Onslaught.
Well, if it helps, Archer called him a Klingot, so, you know.
Klingon.
You're allowed to make mistakes.
Klingons. Here we go. Hive Onslaught is cued. Weeboo.
Ooh, what is this ship? Excuse me. Oh, it's the low... Is that the... No. Is that the
Weeboo?
lower deck ship? Yeah, we would, yeah.
Thank you. Just
Sorry.
wanted to make sure.
Is that a lower deck ship? Kind of looks like the Stona thing, but it's bigger. Jeez, Louise, it's fucking giant. Excuse me. Yeah. I think it's a fairly recent one. I don't remember what it was called, but it was with the avian species, I think. It looks like a big boomerang or a banana with something put in the middle of it.
I don't know that one. I probably do. I just can't think of it.
Um,
I can't even spell Klingons. Don't ask me to think at this
I don't
hour.
remember what it's called.
Apparently, Stowe wants me to do some gardening.
Gardening? Stowe? Since when?
I don't know. Collecting stuff. Ah, harvesting. Yeah. I think I have to harvest on the other account. Shame we can't share on harvests. That would be great.
No, that's not what it is. Is there a list of stuff like lower deck ships and Stowe?
Probably could Google it and somebody would have cross-referenced it. Not me. I'm not that capable. Maybe that's an Orion ship?
No. It's too big for an Orion ship.
You cannot defeat the Borg.
It's not a Packard one because it's too small for... I'll find it. It's actually there's I don't see a list here.
Satalia got
Why are
killed.
you dying,
Satalia.
guys? What the hell is going on?
Shooting things?
Yeah, but why are those things actually keep shooting back and actively kill you?
You're not killing
It's
them fast enough.
unacceptable.
How dare they? Whoa, that's weird.
I think some crew replacements are in order. Someone isn't competent enough to sustain you alive.
Oops, I'm dead. Oopsie.
Guys, you're respectable starting admirals. Fleet admirals, might I add. Why
What?
aren't you surviving?
Even admirals can have fun once in a while.
I know if having your ship blown up and your crew killed is actually the definition of fun.
Yeah, but I can resurrect them. That's the cool thing.
That's necromancy. That's illegal in 15 Federation state planet.
No, this is not that one of those. This is a different one.
Uh-huh. We don't allow augments to exist. What do you think necromancy is going to be looked at?
Yeah, but I can turn them into frogs. Augments can't do that.
I mean, they could if they went too far with the genetic modifications. Except we don't research that kind of line of thinking, so we don't.
But we don't care about that kind of thing, do we?
Are you Section 31? Because you don't care about many rules and regulations these days. Starting to
Well, if I was Section 31, I wouldn't tell you. So if I tell you I'm
Well,
not
if
Section 31, then I'm
If
either
you're a rogue
lying or
Section
I'm not.
31
You
officer,
never know.
you would tell me and then just pretend you'd be like, a liar tells you that they're lying and guess when they're lying. You know what I mean? Obscure the truth. Anyway, there are ships to kill, shall we? Oh, I got the dreadnoughts, by the way.
Oh, I would imagine you would.
Well, it's probably the cubes, because assimilated are not treated.
Yeah, cubes count as dreadnoughts.
They
That's why
are
I like this
battle
one.
ships for whatever reason.
Keep
And they're
Oh,
there.
now we got the stupid ghost cube again. What is causing that?
What is wrong with that?
It's
been
it's a
happening lot
console. I just don't know
lately.
which one it is.
Has, what do you have?
Taz isn't here.
That's right.
Not Taz.
Oh, you know, there's trouble happening we can't see. It's usually
It's
Taz
Taz.
doing
Yeah,
this
we always
big
blame
magic.
Taz. So Talia is asking, I'm sure rhetorically, are frogs people?
I mean, to frogs,
Sure.
other frogs are people, right? They're their own people, right?
Frogs are people too. Kermit's definitely people.
There you go.
Yes.
But Miss Piggy is
She's
She's
definitely
bacon.
not a frog. Definitely not a frog.
she's a bacon.
Yeah.
She's
Bacon
a
on the hoof.
natural resource for bacon. Oh goody. I remember we used to, with this stage where these
Things used to kill us.
Unimatrix popped up, they used
Yeah.
to like fire that beam of
The lance.
green beam of death. And now he fires the lance and he's like, oh look, it fired the lance. I'm like, I'm unbothered.
Yeah.
And you really had to stay close to the queen so they wouldn't fire it on her accidentally. That was the only way you could secure yourself being used
Oh yeah.
in there.
I have played
Fire
this where it
with
has
death.
lasted 30 minutes.
Yeah,
back in
and,
the
and,
golden
and those
days.
things, either they just, I don't know, after what Picard pulled on the Borg Collective, that they kind of lost the ability to fire that thing. They're just not good at it. No honey, no feedback balls for me, thank you. Persistence is required. There you go.
Satalia says I need to heal after this.
Heal as in repair.
I don't know. Maybe more coffee.
Is not the end.
Yeah, no, she's got 2 ouchies on her. She needs to go and
Ouchies,
get
no,
healed.
no ouchies.
It's the dread ouchies. Let's see here. My phone just went off. Oh,
The ouchies of doom.
the ouchies of doom. It's a new episode. So if you hit the leave map now, Satalia, you should go back to where you were. Wherever that was. If you do the other one from events, return to sector map, I think it is. Or, it'll take you back to Sol system or Vulcan or somewhere around there.
I'm coming online.
Good.
Congratulations.
We get Taz for our last few minutes here so we can go do something. Oh, apparently Ezzy's live? Interesting.
Bacon bread, Rutherford. I don't understand that it's there's like if you go to lower decks content like STO Fandom Wiki, it just has two ships literally, Miracle Worker Utility Cruiser Kelly class and the Cheval Temple Science Spearhead. Like what? What? They came out last year, I think.
What were the two names?
I am online.
Okay.
The Kelly class and the Cheval. The Cheval is the Vulcan ship. And that's what the Kelly class.
Those have got to be lockbox
God.
ships.
It was a lockbox ship,
Oh,
but
okay.
it still came out. But I mean, Cali class was a lockbox ship too. God.
Took the dogs out yesterday and the day before since I'm not going to the gym for a couple of days, and gave them like a 2.5 mile walk. And today they're both limping, and I'm thinking, I think we're just going to walk around the block today. Real
Oh.
easy one. And they're both snoring. It's 6:30 and they're 7 o'clock and they're snoring. Poor BBs.
Pardon me. God. I can't locate that ship. Oh God. Best ships of 2024.
Taz, what have you got on your list of things you want to do today?
The Iconian TFOs.
Iconian TFOs.
Wow.
How many?
Interesting.
3.
3? Oh my God.
Well, I'm not going to help with
Sounds
that.
like a reroll to me. I wouldn't want to bother with 3, but that's just me.
No, you can do it. I mean, there's Gateway, Herald, Bug Hunt, Brotherhood of the Sword. They're all good. Not that we're going to do all 3, but we can do one. Want to pick one?
Spell?
Herald Sphere? Sure.
Bear with me before you cue it.
Yep, I will. Let me know when you're ready. Cetalia, on my list of things to do, win the lottery. I don't think there's a lottery on Wednesday.
Oh, no.
Board King asked me to pick up a lottery ticket for him for his birthday, which I did. He picked out his numbers and all that stuff. And not only did he not win, he didn't win. I mean, after they pulled the numbers, we had to pay them more. It was so bad. It is for... Oh, there is one. The Powerball is today for 189 million. So I guess that's on Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays now.
They moved?
Oh, hold on. I had one of the winning lottery numbers last time. Only one.
Oh, God.
1 out of 6.
That doesn't mean a lot.
It doesn't mean anything.
I think that's the... Wait, is that this one?
Beloved Cleansing 0C, 1C,
There you go.
FA,
Found it.
QG just got spam deleted. Ha 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 ha.
Found the bastard.
Yep.
Came in November 14th, 2024.
Oh, not that
It was
old.
the Ariora Miracle Worker Juggernaut. Unaffiliated starship that came from the lower decks. Encountered by the Cerritos, Ariora civilization that thought to be buried for all time. Ancient warlike
Did you call it
civilization.
Areola?
Ariora? Arior? I don't know how to
Can you
pronounce
spell
it.
it?
Areore.
Oh yeah, the one I can't say either.
Yeah, that's it.
Arior.
Arior? I don't
Arior,
know.
yeah. Stick an L in there and we could have
it's,
some fun. May I cue
It's a
Herald Sphere?
juggernaut. It's colossal compared to the size of the many ships I've seen.
So apparently, with the latest patch, people's world razors have disappeared. That's good.
Oh,
Wait, what?
That's
Oh,
what
I'm not gonna
Satalia
check that out.
says. I did not see that on anything, but I'll totally believe you. Chris, can I cue
checking
Herald
that now.
Sphere?
No, I'm checking that now. I need to check my world razor. Is it invisible? Is it gonna be invisible now? The hell? Uh-oh. The game is thinking. Oh, I see in the backbones the server's looking for the model info and there was none.
It was on one of Casual SAB's videos.
What the hell? What? Did they do anything to the model in that patch?
No, they
That-
probably hit a related byte of code and somebody glitched it. It always amazes me when I was back in the olden days writing things, and you'd miss something stupid like a colon, and entire
Yeah.
things disappeared.
dot or something.
And thank God for Control Z, and also putting things into a safe mode before trying anything. Then you
Makes
have
me
to go
want to
back and-
think if they have the option to do Control Z on their programming tools,
Well, if you're
or if they
smart,
know
you'd
about.
pick up the code and you put it into a sandbox and you trial it there. And you write
But
it
that's
there.
the thing. I don't think Cryptic has had resources to trial everything from the back end, so that's why they
You
use
can.
a Tribble.
Chris, I'm
I
going to
mean,
hit
I
this
know
because
they
I do have
could,
to
but-
leave kind of soon.
Well, I'm in the loading screen, so
Oh,
you
okay.
can just kick me out. And
No, you'll get there in a moment.
no, the
I
world
think I
racer is
won't.
blocked.
Say again,
I'm
Taz?
79.
The world racer is blocked.
The World Racer is borked.
That is something we have paid for.
Yes, and they
Yeah.
will fix it. Because of that.
Hopefully sooner rather than later. I think I glitched my game because it's not loading Soul System as I swap the ship, so I don't know. If there's gonna be a Wii, I'm not gonna get it. Because I'm in a loading screen. Hello? Hello, game? Nope.
Okay.
Nobody, nope.
Hi, Zimmer. How are you? And thank you for the cheers. Very kind of you. Everyone say hi to Zimmer.
Hi, this is Simon.
Hello. I'm not gonna try to pronounce your name. Yeah, I'm stuck. It's not doing anything.
Oh,
I think I'm gonna
That's
close
when
it.
we lost our flashy green thing too.
I hear ships warping in and out, so I have like
I haven't done
Stolen.
anything yet.
right.
Yep.
Just close it and start it up again. Sick of it.
Oh, Satalia might have missed the invite too. This could be an interesting team here. I would explain
Don't
why
blame
I was
me. I
taking
didn't
a while.
even get an invite.
I'm sorry.
I mean, I didn't get a Wii.
Oh, there's only 4 of us here.
Well, I closed my client because it got
That would
stuck
be
loading.
why. Yeah, try logging back in, Chris. It might bring you back in.
I am. But I didn't get a Wii. Is that a private one?
No. Nope, it pulled in somebody else. Tanat.
Yep. Well, I never got a Wii, so
Yeah, because you were between maps and then it... My bad.
no. It never swapped the ship though.
Oh. That's weird.
Yeah, I think I'm not gonna try changing into World Racer for a bit now.
I'm gonna do this and I have to run out and run errands all morning. And hit the gym. Yes, I am having a wonderful day. I was going to say that Monday was weird, though, because it's a holiday, and my brain is so used to, it's a holiday, I can, take the day off from doing stuff, and I can work around the house, and then my brain goes and says, but you can do that every single day, you're retired. Yeah, but it's a holiday.
Isn't that weird?
Yeah, it's
Every day is a holiday.
very hard to do that. And then, of course, I get into the mindset of, well, if every day is a holiday, I don't have to do a live stream. I don't have to go to the gym. I can just sit around and get fat.
Tunnels are destroyed. Get to a gateway and enter the sphere.
Better.
Better, yes, larger. More corporeal.
I like being corporeal. I don't know how I would feel if I was just a beam of energy. A conscious
Yeah, that's a
energy.
good point.
I mean, I would be like the Qs, I would materialize to the mere mortals just in the form that they can understand, that that's fine, but I don't know how I feel about that in general.
But I could eat
Stop
donuts
the
more
Herald
often.
forces before they reach the gateways.
Come on, where are
Gateway
they?
opening at 8 o'clock. Gateway opening at 1 o'clock. Gateway opening at 12 o'clock.
Yeah, that's interesting.
Oh, I love my fluffy baby watching him sleep, he's so cute. He's also so grandpa-ish.
It's so what?
He's so grandpa-ish.
Just
Classic
remember to multiply his age by 7.
Actually, it's more accurate to multiply it by 4 and add 21.
Okay.
Because they say most dogs go from puppy to young adult in that first year, so call that as between 18 and 21 years in terms of maturity and development. And after that, it slows down to like 4 years per dog year, or 4 dog years per year, whatever.
Yeah.
Multiply it times 4. Which, let's see, my dogs are 8, so that'd be 32. My dogs are middle-aged. Which is about right. More
It's like what?
naps.
So, equal by 4?
So, multiply your dog's age by 4, and basically add 21.
Gateway opening at 2
So my dog's 81.
Ooh, older dog. How old is your dog?
Gateway
15?
Yeah.
Oh,
So getting to that
roughly.
age where naps are good, naps are fine.
I mean, I'm glad he's capable of it. I keep saying that, but yeah.
Gateway opening at 3 o'clock.
I keep noticing that generally he's just like a gramps
Yep.
and just basically. But I'm glad because he used to have these joint pains and stomach aches that caused him trouble of just resting during the day, and he couldn't nap, and very miserable because of that. I'm glad that he's capable of doing that now. I was, concerned about his well-being for a while, but I'm glad that he's past that stage where he's just unable to rest properly.
Well, my dogs are certainly resting properly right this very minute.
Ain't that the best?
Yep. Both at my feet snoring. One of them keeps farting, which we're going to have a discussion about doggers. I don't know what they ate, but it was something.
Not something you gave them?
No, not with that smell,
Possibly.
no. Oop, more than 15 got through. Darn it. Oh, we're doing good on this one. So no morning stream tomorrow. Probably not, Satalia. That would be my guesstimate. I have class with the construction on the roads now being in full swing because it all started yesterday. Means on average 45 miles an hour both ways. It's a Musin. Good morning, Musin.
It's right at the end. Timing.
We're not quite done. But yeah, I'm guessing it's going to take, instead of 2.5 hours to get to class, closer to 3.5. Meaning I get home a lot closer to midnight than I do to 11. Since I'm planning to start
But what
going to
can you
class twice a week, starting next week, I'd have to start planning on staying out there with the doggers, sleeping on various and sundry couches.
Will they be okay with that?
Yeah. A couple of my
Fair enough.
friends have got like a mother-in-law apartment, not in the house proper. Did Pi upload the new sounds yet? I don't know. I have not talked to Pi and I didn't look. He said he would. I'll look after we're done with this mission. Or knowing Taz in about 2 minutes when we go into the dead space here of everything's dead, nothing's going to happen for 3 minutes. Right?
The desolation of Taz.
The desolation of Taz.
It's aftermath of after Taz happens. In a TFO.
Oh,
I'm sure you are. To some degree. Probably. Maybe. Maybe not, though. You enjoy being this powerful. No one will blame you if you are.
it's like, why should I go out of my way to leave my slots empty?
You don't have to do anything. Oops.
That's true.
It's okay. I just wrote that down, Satalia. It's on the list for the next show.
At least I'm not flying my 1.6 million DPS ship.
Yeah, Mommy should be thankful for that.
No, that'd be great.
Yeah, but then he would vaporize everything.
I know. And then we could
Look.
get a deck of cards and play poker for a few minutes, yeah.
Is that why you're in STO these days? To play
I'm
poker?
actually, the past few nights I've set aside like an hour to just play episodes and try and get all my tunes up to being completely through all the episodes. I have 1,
How's
2,
that
3,
going?
4, 5 that are all the way up and just need to do Axiom. I have one that's gone all the way through Axiom. That means I have 51 that have not. But I even got out one of the brand new Delta Recruit tunes of mine, or actually of Ed's, and started playing missions with him.
Take out their command vessels.
What command vessel? There is not a command vessel left. We still... Oh, there they are.
Sitting on the map.
They were standing at the doorway going, I'm not going out there. No, you go out there. You go first. No, you go first. Look at the sound box, and I do not see it there, Satalia, so I don't think Pi has. Pi has been doing a lot lately, so I'm just going to cut him some slack.
Yeah, probably didn't have to tell him. He'll get around it when he can.
Or he may have forgotten. I'll give him a buzz this
If we
weekend.
tell him.
Ooh, speaking of Pi and a very unrelated thing, Pi and some of his fellow gamers in a different game do something called Raid and Save, where they coordinate that everybody's going to play for 2 hours and then hand it off to the next live streamer and around the clock, and they do it as a fundraiser for
Yeah.
different organizations. They do it for Save, which is a anti-suicide group. And it occurred to me, you know, we've got the summer event coming up. The first weekend we're going to do our party. I'm thinking the second weekend I might coordinate with some of the other live streamers and see if they'd be interested in doing a 24 or 48 hour continuous live stream where we just hand it off to each other and do whatever events, summer stuff, blah 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 blah, around the clock, and have our Star Trek online convention that way. And see if maybe we can get some of the folks from Deca or Kel and some of his acquaintances to jump in to have some fun with us. Maybe even pass it off to Kel and he can do some of it. So if
Sensor readings show that the
you
ship
have
is
any thoughts
controlling
about
the
that,
gateway.
let me know.
Destroy it.
Can I have my cursor back? Thank you very much.
The ship is... Wait. You'll need to shut the gates down, or we won't be able to
Yeah, shut
destroy
the
it.
gate on my butt. Or we could just kill the dreadnought and be done with it. There we go.
Good work. The network is disabled. This will not cripple the Echo.
All right, I'm going to get out of here. I have much to do today. Might be on tomorrow. Gonna guess not, but we will see. So on behalf of everybody here at Moopsy on behalf of everybody here, welcome to the Moopsyverse. Thanks for joining us today. Have a wonderful day, and as we like to say around here, stay
Moopsy.
moopsome.
Moopsum.
Moopsy, Moopsy. Shun the non-believer. Shun.